Hello my juicy peaches, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie Lane, aka Peachy Vegan Goddess, and in this video I just want to warn you this could be like triggering for you, and I just want to put out a trigger warning right now that I'm going to be speaking about sensitive topics. So yeah, you can probably see by the title of the video anyway, this is about the sexual abuse of animals. And Joey Carbstrong has been really brave and is putting out a series right now about this topic, and I'm just so eternally grateful to him for addressing this, because this is something that I have been speaking about for a long time, and it is one of the main reasons why I am personally vegan, because I do not condone sexual abuse and the abuse of power. And unfortunately, when we breed animals into existence to exploit them and consume them, it is like innately at the core sexual abuse. It is an abuse of sexual power. Even when, like, I know a woman who has pigs or lambs, and she says that she gets them to mate naturally, but it's not natural when a human has intervened, and it's not natural to breed an animal with the intention to exploit them and kill them. Like, that's not natural. Like, for humans to do, we are naturally empathetic, caring creatures and it's not okay to do this to innocent beings. So to me, animals are as innocent as babies and children, like even more. Like, they can't speak. I know babies can't speak, but like, you know, babies speak in the fact that they cry, and we understand what that means. I know obviously animals also do express how they feel, like they don't want to die, they struggle, they cry, they scream, they have fear in their eyes, they don't want to die, they don't want to be sexually abused, they have to be contained. Like, when this isn't done naturally, these animals are put in racks and cages in order for these processes to take place, and it is pure violation, and it is a pure abuse of sexual energy. And I'm like, if you don't know me, I have another channel called Priestess Peaches, and my business is Your Peachy Life, and I work with the masculine and feminine energy of the universe. I like believe in the law of attraction. I like live my life around this, and to me, when we're abusing sexual power, when we're abusing our power as a species, and we are dominating and abusing innocent beings, like who are we? Like, this is not okay. And I really admire Joey for speaking out about this. Like, it's something that I have been speaking about for a long time. It's very close to home for me personally. Like, for me personally, I experienced childhood sexual trauma. I experienced emotional trauma as well, as many of us do. I'm not saying all my upbringing was really bad. Like, I was very privileged, and like, I'm very appreciative of many things in my childhood, but I did also experience these things, and I was a victim at that time. Even though I see now, like, obviously you can always find the positives in something negative, there's always a silver lining, but I'm not going to spiritually bypass what happened or tell myself I wasn't ever a victim just because the universe, like from source perspective, there's no right or wrong. Like, no, I'm not even going to go there, because from the human perspective, this is not okay. And we have the power as each individual to not perpetrate, to not abuse, to not be the perpetrator in this dynamic. When there is an innocent being, like, the last thing you want to do is abuse them. okay? Like, the last thing that any sane person wants to do is abuse an innocent being. And I need you to know that when you buy animal products, that is what you're doing. Even if you get free range, grass fed, all of that, even if they were bred naturally, this is an abuse of sexual power. And it is not okay to exploit and kill innocent beings, let alone sexually abuse them. And so I feel very passionately about this. This is like the main reason why I'm vegan. And like, I help women around their sexuality, around relationships, around money. I teach Tantra. I basically, a major part of my life journey has been my sexual healing and sexual empowerment. And I feel like if we can't even look after the most innocent of beings on this planet, who are we? Seriously. Like, who are you? And I just want you to question that, because although it's difficult and you may feel defensive or you may feel angry at me for saying this, or you may feel like it's necessary or something. Like, people say, oh, it's necessary, it's just the way the world is, and it's necessary that we eat animals. Well, I've been vegan 7 years and it definitely hasn't been necessary for me. And so if it's not, like, if you just try it, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't say until you've given it a good wholehearted go as to whether you can thrive being vegan, right? And I truly believe that there is a way for everybody. Like, yeah, we're in so many ways we're very similar, but yes, we're all individual, and you know, we have our own like illnesses or imbalances or predispositions, like you know, the way that our individual bodies are made up are slightly different for every single person. But I believe that there's a way for every single person to be vegan. And I feel like if you don't condone sexual abuse, then you need to stop consuming animals, because that's what you are directly funding. That is what you are saying yes to. That is what you are condoning when you buy animal products. You are saying it's okay. You're saying that you feel it's okay to sexually abuse animals when you buy animal products, because that's what's happened to them. They have been sexually abused and sexually exploited, violated, raped, tortured, and killed. That is what happens, and you deserve to know the truth of that. And if that upsets you, like, I'm not going to put any images, even though I know it's powerful to do that, purely because I can't sit there and edit through images and footage of these things happening. I literally can't do it because it's way too triggering for me. Like, it's just way too much for me. I'm a very sensitive person, and it literally breaks my heart to witness innocent beings being abused and exploited, especially because it is close to home for me. And so, like, yeah, not all of us can be these like courageous activists that create videos like that or go on missions like that, but this is what I can do from my perspective. And I want to educate you and let you know that when you purchase animal products, you are condoning sexual abuse, the sexual abuse of these sentient, innocent beings. And if you don't want to do that anymore, then you need to not consume animal products anymore. And if you want to find a way so that you can thrive being vegan, trust me, there are plenty of vegan nutritionists, fitness coaches, health coaches. There are plenty of videos out there, recipes out there. You know, there's plenty of apps out there that can help you track your nutrient intake so that you know you're getting all the things you need. There are plenty of vegan vitamin companies, ethical companies out there that can support you. You don't have to do this to the animals anymore. They really deserve our love and care. They do not deserve our abuse. And what we do to them is wrong. It is wrong. From human perspective, there is right and wrong, and sexual abuse is wrong. And we need to extend the compassion that we have for humans to animals, to other sentient beings who feel, who have emotion, and who experience pain and suffering. We need to extend our compassionate hearts to other sentient beings and not be speciesist, okay? Because they need us to, they need you to be the person to make the right choice for them, because they can't do it themselves. They can't speak, they can't say, hey, don't shove your hand up my ass. Like, they can't say, hey, I don't want to be in this rape rack. They can't say, hey, I don't want you to take my baby away from me. Hey, I don't want this. Like, they can't tell us that with words. Like, we have to be the bigger people here. We have to be the ones who see what's going on and see the injustice and see the toxicity of that and not contribute to it. We have the power. And right now we're abusing that power. And we see animals as a commodity, as a product, and as food. And the truth is, it doesn't have to be like that. It really doesn't have to be like that anymore. And the more people who realize this and make the right choices in alignment with who they really are, like our highest nature as humans is love and empathy, compassion, joy. When you align with those higher vibrational frequencies and emotions, like, that's who you really are. And if you feel like, no, humans are barbaric and humans have always been like this and always been like that and they're evil and rah, 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 let me bring this back to you. Are you evil? Are you barbaric? Do you want to behave like that? Because you don't have to. You can change. You can make different choices. You can behave differently. You don't have to contribute to all those negative things. Like, if you feel like the human race as a whole is horrible, like, I want you to bring this back around onto you. Are you horrible? Are you evil? Are you an abuser? Are you a perpetrator? Because if you don't want to be that, you don't have to be. You can make the choices that align with who you want to be, that align with your values and your morals, right? Because no one, unless you're a freaking psychopath, no one wants to abuse animals. So don't do it. It's really simple. And I know that this can be very triggering for people, that people get very defensive about it. And I know that there's going to be so many trolls, and I'm not going to be looking at the comments on this video because this is too triggering for me. It is too much for me to take because of my past experiences, and it's too challenging for me to like respond to negative comments, or like, I'm not here, sorry, my light's just gone out. I'm not here to try and convince you. I'm not here to like try and make you agree with me. I'm here to share with you the truth, and I trust that you will do the right thing with that information, and it's up to you what you do with this information. All I know is that for me, when I discovered what really went on and what is happening to these beautiful animals and what that means, like, in our society and in this universe, like the abuse of sexual energy and like what that dynamic actually means for us and our future here on planet Earth, I decided I didn't want to contribute to that. So just have a think about it and don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting you know the truth. The truth is that animals are sexually abused, violated, raped, tortured, and exploited and killed. And that's what you're contributing to when you buy any form of animal products. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. I hope that you're having a lovely day. I'm sorry this was quite a challenging topic. I love you lots. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye.